Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world, in the universe, across this smoky scene of life. Apparently, is going down this morning. Your boy Big Frank locked in with me, my homegirl Jay Cherie
In the building.
D Money Mac, Danielle the Dark Knight, the provider. What it is, what's up? How was your day? How y'all living? What's going on in your world? What's happening?
You know, times is tough. That's how I'm feeling right now. Times are tough. Juneteenth's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
And also, Father's Day.
Yeah, you know, they don't celebrate us like that. So you get it. You know, for it to pass, I get it.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. So I feel like I want to do something nice for my dad. Juneteenth, yeah. That's my brain is a little foggy right now.
No, I think that Father's Day is coming up, and I'm just going to continue to pay bills and survive. Dad, I love you, and I'll be there to celebrate you on the next day.
I forgot about Father's Day, to be honest. It is not that, no, because normally I go hard for my dad for Father's Day. Like normally I just be like, yo, I'm gonna go do this for my dad. This year I'm just like school, just straight school. Like the price went up again. This last assignment. Like, I'm not kidding. People thought my starting rate was gonna be like, oh, okay, $35,000. No, these assignments. It's gonna be like $100 a session by the time I graduate. Like, I'm just, it's ridiculous. But no, I'm gonna do a little something for him. He may get a card and some apparel, but that's about it.
I made a statement just moments ago, and I want to know why. When was Father's Day established? Number one, and then Juneteenth, and why is it on the same day? Why do we always? It's one thing to battle being a father. And then to battle the culture. Like, it's like, how do you celebrate all of us? But then me?
Right. Because Juneteenth, the parade and all that, that's on the weekend.
Yeah.
Father's Day is that Sunday.
That's Sunday.
And then Juneteenth is on Monday.
And Monday.
So it's like the whole 3 days, it's like for Juneteenth. And then Father's Day is like
let's just go to Juneteenth as Father's Day.
Right.
Well, that's because, like, although we celebrated Juneteenth, they just made it a national holiday.
Yeah.
So people was just like, Father's Day is, June is Father's Day month. Like, they never put Juneteenth and Father's Day month in the same month until like last year.
It's just like, they have to double up on our holidays.
Double up because
it's Pride Month too.
Pride Month.
But I don't celebrate, like, even when I was out there, I didn't celebrate the whole month. We had one weekend. I was partying the rest of the weekends like I was doing the other weekends. It was, you get one weekend. I'm sorry.
You had a parade.
Right. You had the weekend. You had the beach activities and everything else. That whole weekend. Sunday was the walk for the parade. Then that's it. Like, y'all, like, no offense, y'all need a whole month.
That's a question.
Yeah, I got some concerns. Go ahead. I'm triggered this morning.
Same question. What exactly is Pride Month? Like, what is it and why? Like,
why,
I don't understand why they get.
Why not August?
Why is it in June?
Why is it in June? The Father's Day.
I mean, I'm just more concerned with like why. Not saying like there shouldn't be, but why is there even a Pride Month?
Okay, first of all, it started off as a Pride weekend. Okay,
so
just like
weekend.
Everything else. Extra. I promise you. No, seriously, because when I was out there, it was literally like, yo, it's Pride this weekend. Like, I don't know where the evolution of a month came from, but most people that's out there living their best life, they celebrate every weekend anyway. Like, it's I don't know why the shift came. I think because dang, I don't want to get you.
No, it's fine.
I just feel like because there is just more of a demand for the respect and presence of this community that they just like, we're gonna take a whole month. I'll say it this way: the older ones ain't doing all that. They do the one weekend. That's it. That's it. Because why? Because they're preparing for Father's Day
Right after.
right after.
I have another
Because the
question.
stud needs gifts. So the studman, he needs gifts. So they ain't doing all that. Like,
My second question is, okay, this is gonna probably sound like an ignorant question. I just don't know. Why do straight people go to Pride?
as an ally.
Okay, because I always wondered that. Like, I had some friends who were like, "Oh, you go to
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is going to
I'm
come for me if you want to. This is something that it is early and I have no coffee, so I don't care right now. There is a weekend. There is 1 year that I'm going to set up a table at Pride, and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry the church hurt you, but I'm here to give hugs and let you know that the Lord loves you.
That's really sweet.
And I'm really going to do this. And if you want to come for me and be like, oh, she slipped in her past, come for me. Because I understand that some people really were rejected and hurt by their parents and damaged by that, and then damaged by the church when they ran to the church to try to get love. So one weekend, one of these years, I'm going to have a table out there and be like, I am really sorry the church hurt you, but I'm here to let you know Jesus loves you.
And I'm gonna tell you the alternate reason why the straight goes to Pride. There's a reason why they go to Marcellus, okay? Because that's where the women are.
Okay.
And
That's a fact.
makes
that's
sense.
no
That
valid.
is a
I'll
fact.
tell you the
It's not a
college
lie.
on my Uberage. Hey, we going to the spot because that's where the ladies are.
That's
You
it.
never know.
Yeah.
You might get you a
That's where they comfortable. That's
bicentennial
right.
experience.
That's
You
where
might-
that's where they comfortable at. So
You
that's
know?
where I'm going.
Hey, okay, you might be able to dip in your Dippin' Dots and get you a thought the bot. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's where the women are. And one thing about radio, I learned is wherever the women are, the men
The
will be.
men, yeah.
Period.
Like, I
Period.
guess, because I feel like, with Marcellus, like, I used to go to Marcellus, so I didn't think twice because I'm like, it's just a club.
Mhm.
Regardless, like, it's a
Right,
club.
right.
But, like, Pride is specifically, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like, for me, I'm not gay, so I just don't feel like.
Obligated
Yeah,
to go to
because
Pride.
you're not.
Yeah, like,
Right, 'cause they don't have like vendors and food or nothing at the parade. As far as I know, I've never
They
only-
have beer tents.
because I work over there, so I see the parade, but I never see like
Stationary.
They
it's not-
they have like beer tents and stuff like that, alcohol tents, water.
Yeah.
They're not offering like snacks. Well,
That's
I
what I'm
haven't.
saying.
Well, then again, I haven't been there in a while, so
Like-
they could have
like,
upgraded, but it was mostly like the drinking.
They just had the we'll talk the Pride Freaknik this past Friday.
Pride
So
Freak.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing now.
It was a lot of dudes in speedos. I saw
Yeah.
a lot of pictures where I'm like, ew. Like, and it wasn't even like it wasn't because like it was Pride. It was just like your drawers is the size of a Dorito. You outside.
No. So I just remember being on the swim team having to wear speedo, and I was just like, "This is."
And your swim team speedo was more covered than some of the stuff that I
Somebody
saw on
somebody
some
on
of these
TikTok
pictures.
said that's just nasty.
Like, no, seriously, it looked like that it was a Dorito and string, and they was just out there with their balls out. It was just
To
bad.
be honest, I guess for me, I don't mind if a guy wears a speedo. Like, I feel like it's kind of like, okay, hey, a little spicy, but I feel like it's the same as like women who don't like male strippers. Because I've been seeing that a lot too on Facebook. Like, a lot of women like, oh, I hate male strippers and all this stuff. And I'm like, I think it's cool. Like, what I'm
Now
saying?
that I've
So-
gotten
so-
older,
yeah.
I don't want a stripper at my bachelorette party.
No, you
I
don't
don't
feel
want
that.
nobody's man parts in my face that ain't my man. Like, and that's just because I used to, like, years ago, I used to be like, oh, like, now that I'm old, like, yeah, like, now that I'm older, my mind frame is just like, I don't want nobody's nuts in my face but my husband. Like,
Yeah.
so go ahead, Greasy, and go somewhere. Like, that's just me. Like, but I'm different. So yeah.
This is-
Evolution of the morning conversation.
I don't really think this is
I
a
think-
Daniel
You know, did we pray this morning? Go clearly.
I don't have a conversation.
I don't really have I don't have a disdain for anybody of those things. It's just okay, y'all. All right.
Right.
Okay, can I be honest today?
Yeah.
I don't like those who live the alternate lifestyle
Uh-huh.
who do extra. Like, I get it. It's okay. Just be you. But like they go above and beyond to prove.
Yeah.
It made me think that you
Not
really. like
Then why are you going so hard?
why are you going
Yeah.
so
Kind of like Lil Nas X.
like right. All right. What some clip he was like, oh yeah, I was going to get the hose. Dude was like, the what?
But then you showed up to the Met Gala in glitter as a statue.
As a statue. Valid.
Yeah.
Listen, let's go down this morning. Big Frank in the morning. When we get back, we're going to get into the question of the day.
Big Girl Chronicles.
A Big Girl Chronicles.
That's all right.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
It's going down. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it. Kingdom Love Outreach Ministry presents Where Are Thy Kingsmen? Men of Valor. Saturday, June 24th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 1800 Clinton Street in the city of Buffalo, New York. The visionary evangelist Angela Miller. Hosted by Pastor Bertha Brinson. Worship psalmist Nia Badger. Speakers, Pastor Alan R. Core, Elder Frank Hanley, and Minister Malik Fuller. Tickets are $30. Food, gifts, prizes. For more information, contact 716-609-5988.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at notjustmenthol.org.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith Hope Love. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
Fire, fire, fire.
Watch out for the big girl. Watch out for the big girl.
Big Girl Chronicles. Beautiful, intelligent, and graceful.
Jay Cherie, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this, I can't believe I'm wearing a sweatshirt in June day.
Right, it is cold.
I'm kind of mad that I'm wearing a sweatshirt in June. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Western New York, you need to do better. But
No, we had that thing with the fire.
we did. But this is just climate change. Like, seriously. I want to talk about, can you change with the season? Go figure. Play on words. No, seriously, as I was getting ready this morning, I was really like trying to prepare, get dressed, and was like, okay, trying to figure out what the heck I was gonna wear. And I was like, it's really cold. You need to put a sweater, or you need to like put a sweater or a hoodie on, because like you're gonna be freezing, especially, being at the station. I just be cold. And I was like, how is it that we can change so quickly with the weather, but we can't change with seasons in our lives? And it really like caused me to think about how many times I've resisted the change in my seasons because they were uncomfortable, or they were awkward, or they just pulled too much out of me. And I'm like, how can I be so easy to be like, okay, I can go outside in June in a hoodie, but I can't change with the seasons of my life because it's unknown and it's uncomfortable. But in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I want to talk about why the change of the season is necessary, even though it's uncomfortable. Because right now we are in a season of our lives where we are on the brink of success. We're on the brink of everything being produced. But the changing of the season has just become so uncomfortable that we self-sabotage and we stop because we don't know what's next, because we've put our efforts into a season way past its date. We have put ourselves in a season where we've just gone harder and harder for something that is past season. And then we wonder why everything is not working out. It's because we have fought the change of the season while God is trying to give us better. We're just investing in so much of last season and wonder why it's not producing. If we can be so equipped that we can change with the weather and understand that, yes, the weather may be predictable, but it's necessary, we need to apply the same philosophy that the change of the season may be may be uncomfortable, but is definitely necessary. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, stop fighting the process. Stop trying to invest in past seasons and change with the season. Trust me, with the right equipment, you will be prepared because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You're big people.
If I ain't got hit with a brick this morning, okay? if I didn't get knocked inside my head by the Chronicle this morning, if I didn't get cut in my throat, dead. Okay,
You feel that? You
No.
feel that?
Sorry.
I probably shouldn't pray. Maybe next time, God. No, but valid because you got to be willing to change, and sometimes it's not easy. It's not comfortable when God calls for it. This is what I said. God is trying to get us to a place, and if somebody has your blessing in your hand, you got to get to a marker. But you can't get to the marker without making the changes and adjustments that they're trying to get you to. So I'm just like, I'm still in the place.
Yeah.
We got to revamp one thing, got to dismiss another. It's so bad. The change is so required that people thought I made it already. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? I talked about my over the weekend. She had the kids last week. Wednesday. Clearly that wasn't the weekend because it's a Wednesday and Thursday. But nevertheless, but I was telling her some decisions I got to make. And she said, "Oh, I thought you already did." She says, "I thought you had already left." I said, "No, I didn't yet." She said, "I thought you already changed it." I said, "No." I'm like, dang. That's how you know. That's how you know. Like change is so required when they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't be doing what you did last time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that you're not doing what you did last time. This time, you just can't be doing it. And you're still doing it.
I feel like, I feel like
not house.
you know how you just have these revelations where you're like, oh, I get it. Yeah, that's so I understand we're on the same page because I was even sitting here thinking like, why am I not just posting the artwork and just telling people they can order it? Like I just was thinking, I'm like, I'm not, because I've been looking for a job because I'm like, I need some steady income because this being broke is just
For the
taking
birds.
a toll on my mental health.
Yeah.
So
Listen, now you say that and nobody has that conversation. Okay,
yeah.
no, being broke is not a sin. It's just an
It's an
inconvenience. But
inconvenience.
it is emotionally,
Ooh, is it?
mentally,
Man.
roller coaster riding. You can get cut if you say the wrong thing to me
Yeah.
because my money is acting funny and
Yeah.
ain't nothing left.
For real.
It's a
I
dry
really
joke.
I feel that like
But
having no money is like it's close to death.
I knew it was bad last night when I was trying to go to sleep because my body just did not fall asleep on days like this where you got to be up early. It doesn't.
Your body fights against it.
It fights against it. And I saw like a Uber notification that was like, it's a reservation for like $30. And I was considering getting up out of my bed to take this $30 reservation to come back home to go to sleep, to be mad because I didn't get no sleep. Like it was just that. And then like a couple nights ago, it was like 3 of them joints. And I was like, Jessica, you need to go to bed. And it was like 4:30 in the morning. Like, and I woke up and saw it at 3. I could have easily boop, 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 accepted 30, 60, 90. And just went like, but my body was like, dude, you're gonna fall asleep on the road if you do it. Like you could kill somebody. Go back to sleep. Like
I've done it. Okay, I said I was driving Uber. I said, oh, they didn't see me. I know I went away. I was down the. Oh my goodness! I'm like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. This is the last ride for the day. But yeah, so I'm in that place of changing the resource, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is when he gave me a date, I said, okay, God, keep calm, Kevin. Okay, keep calm. All right, but yeah, so just the Chronicle is definitely on point on this morning, and you just got to do it, and it don't make sense. don't make sense. But you got to change you have to change because the things that you know you need to do, you can't do because you haven't readjusted with the season. Change the jacket. I hear you talking.
This is the most uncomfortable ministerial season for me.
Mm-hmm.
The pulling out of everything is the most uncomfortable season ever. Like, and it's not that I'm mad about it. I'm just like, I thought I had more time. Like, I thought I had more time to like prepare for this. I did not. 1 minute evaluation, next minute life is different. And I was just, it happened within the span of a week. I said, oh, it was days, God. This is wow.
No, I think that his timing is the way that he does the thing is like on purpose because sometimes sometimes you're forced to change, and because I can't have you doing what you've been doing because I need to get to the next place, but you on the same level in Crash Bandicoot, and you ain't made no transition. You just keep changing your mask and keep doing the same stuff the same way. It's like I'm trying to get you to a new level. Keep going. So you got to force you. So listen, let's go down this morning. You prayed. Let's go down. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. When we get back, the question of the day: 50-50, is it a real thing? Let's talk about it right here on Fire 716.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Literally was just like, bro, you want to stop and get
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You like to get Big Frank in the morning. Apparently, there's something about my carcolepsy.
Hard carcolepsy.
It be the vibrations of life. Yeah, God, we just rolling. Why not? Why not rest? I ain't got to focus. I ain't got to drive. You know.
I mean, didn't even make it out of the parking lot though. Like most people, at least make it to the expressway.
Listen, my wife was talking to me for the first 30 seconds. Babe, I was like, no. Yeah, that's crazy. Babe, going right in the corner. Me, Trey, and the kids. It's out. Y'all wasn't even here with me. God got you. Will your husband and your family forsake you? God got you. Let's go down this morning. We're getting ready to get into the question of the day. And the question of the day is there truly 50-50 in a relationship?
I have not had a 50-50 relationship yet. It's been 80-20, 90-10, maybe 25-75. I don't know. Like I've never had a 50-50 relationship. No, you know what? No, because I feel like for example, right?
Only with my friends.
If somebody is driving to come see you and doing all that stuff, like it's like, okay, that's a plus, that's a benefit. But when they're not there and they just do whatever, that's a minus. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, there's got to be some balance somewhere. Yeah. So I feel like 50-50 relationship, I don't know what that would look like.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship where it's 50-50 in effort. Like we've both tried to put forth the effort to make it work. It just didn't work. It wasn't gonna work. Like, and I knew it. Like, I was just like, we gonna break up. But like we were putting the each person was putting in the effort to make, like when one person couldn't make it, the other one did. Like we were putting in 50-50. I believe the effort can be 50-50, but the relationship is not, because somebody's gonna need to take more at some point, whether it's a good or bad thing. Like I may need my future husband to, hey babe, I may need you to just help clean and do the dishes and take care of this while I work. But he may come back like, hey babe, I may need you, if we have kids, hey babe, I may need you to just watch the kids all night, because I have to stay late at work. Like I don't believe that there's really a 50-50 exchange. I believe that sometimes it may be 60-40, sometimes it may be 70-30, and then sometimes it may be 90-10 on whoever's side. I just believe that you have to be flexible and okay with the fact that it never probably will be even.
I feel like I would like to have. I mean, it would be nice to be in a relationship where it's like, the person is giving as much as they're taking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you can kind of fill in each other's gaps and stuff like that. That's one instance, but the other instance is like a contractual relationship. That sounds crazy, but
India.
huh?
No, it's great. I'm sorry.
It sounds crazy, but if there was an opportunity to be in a relationship with somebody who could provide you with whatever you're looking for, and you could provide them with whatever they're looking for, I mean, why not? I know that sounds, like I said, sounds very crazy, vague, but
like on paper.
No. I mean, like
because when I hear contractual, I'm like, is it like an agreement? Like I'm asking for understanding, not because.
Well, I'll just say it similar to like a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, but maybe not that kind of. You know what I'm saying? But
we shook hands on it, and it worked out this way.
But I feel like the sugar is always sugar one direction.
He always doing one.
No. That's why I said it doesn't have to necessarily be.
Not depending on how much sugar you got to get up to be a sugar baby.
It could be companionship. Doesn't have to necessarily be sugar. It could be companionship. Maybe they just want a person that they can go out with and have dreams, shop.
Screen door daddy.
For real. Yes.
Screen door daddy.
Like a screen.
So,
nobody gets past the screen door.
So for those who play the lottery, 50-50 just ain't always a guarantee. Let me get these number 50-50 split midday.
Box it.
I don't.
Where I used to work at Wilson Farm.
I used to work at the gas station. I'd be like, I'm not doing lottery because leave me alone. I think that the idea of 50-50 sounds good, but I think that in our reality, it's an ever-moving scale based upon where you are and what needs to happen, and it's different for every situation and relationship. Because there's times that, okay, wife, you may need to hold it down while I take this risk. You may need to do some things, or vice versa. I might end up being home dad. You got home dad. I don't know. Home dad. Home mom. I feel like that's backwards.
Stay at home dad.
Stay at home dad. There you go. Because home dad just sounded like, I don't know.
Home dad.
Home dad. And, I think that you have to just balance out. I don't think that 50-50 is just not always what it is. And it all depends on what you're working towards and what your family goal is too. Like some people want to be the princesses. You want to be, take care of me. All right. But you got to do some work for the first 6 months, 6 years, so I can do this properly. And I think that sometimes if you're not willing to do that,
I mean, I believe if you communicate the right way, 50-50 bill split is not a bad thing. I don't and some people be like, oh my God, I'm going to seize I just need to be taken care of. And it'd be nice. But at the same time, I would rather do 50-50.
How you choose that you're in a season that you need somebody to take care of you?
You'd be surprised how often I hear this with grown people. But I would rather do 50-50 bill split and we both have savings on both sides to create a cushion for the both of us than it's just like one person necessarily exhausting himself and another person doing all the spending, and then there's no cushion.
Because you don't want to become that man's bill. No.
Yeah, because once you become a bill, you be
expendable. And I think that, not saying you don't want to take care of your wife, you don't want to take care of your partner, you don't want to do those things, but you got to be offering up something. because I pay the light bill for lights. What I'm paying you for?
That's
Don't ask me how I got that.
That's a real pimp daddy way of saying that.
That's what happens when you become a bill, though. You know,
That's when you become
a bill.
And came off real Ike Turner-ish.
When you become a
What
bill.
am I paying you for? Anime? like,
granted,
listen.
like granted, if you're not, granted, if it's a bill 50, say I take care of you, I got the bills, I got you. You make a request, I got it, we'll make it happen. I love you, I care for you, let's go. But over time, if you're not kicking back a return of some kind of affection, appreciation, value, it becomes like
this money I'm spending on you. I could call Claudine if she come clean this house and cook too. Something like.
Y'all know I just had a little conniption. Y'all might call it back, but valid, and you don't want that to happen. So I think that if the woman wants to be taken care of and treated to that degree, her kickback needs to be something that's so valuable. And like you came with the boxing, I don't have a set. Oh, I'm not going to.
This is the value.
This is it. But you got to make sure that what you're giving back in that exchange
is something that's wanted.
That's something that's wanted. Because if not, you become a bill, and then you become Flexstone. And then
Flex.
Like,
I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I always said I would love for somebody to come in and just take care of me. Yeah, take care of me. Matter of fact, you can even pick out my outfits. I don't even care. I'm being so dead.
You want to be a
the
doll?
less decisions I have to make, the better.
You end up in one of those weird relationships where you gotta play the baby.
You outside.
I only have to do this once a week.
See, I just know, like me personally, I'm not, and there's no knock on women who want to be taken. What I'm building, I won't be that person. Like what I'm trying to build as far as my career and my person, like my actual personal business is. I know I won't be that person because like I'm legit trying to build something now. But I've always been like a self-made brat. Like if I want it, I got it myself. Like, oh, I want this coach back, I'm gonna go get it. I want this. I've always been that girl. So like it'd be nice if I had like a man to invest in my business, but like to completely take care of it.
I'm not going to speak this over your, like, things don't have to be difficult because some of the challenges that you may encounter would just be like, okay, because you are self-made, because you have all this, like making sure that he feels needed, and that's the energy. You get what I'm saying? That's an exchange. Like, I know you can, but make sure that I feel like you can use me.
Right.
Keep on using me until you use me. It's just a part of the process, but that's an exchange as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't consider those as exchanges, but everything is an exchange. That's why 50-50 ideally, I think for bills, I get it. Just take, and sometimes you can take care of bills just because, like, not even that I need you to, but
just because I want to.
Oh, okay, girl. I need you. Okay, save me $10 on the one.
Money on you.
No, what you need? My wife gonna be finding a black horse.
Because I have like legit taken somebody's keys, filled up their gas tank, like just be like.
Small, beautiful thing.
Like just like the little like, yo, did you fill up my tank? Yeah, because you were on E, and I need you to stop driving in faith. Like, but even though I'm currently at this moment driving in faith, but no, like it was just like little stuff. Like I have filled up gas tank. I have like, hey, I paid your cell phone bill. Like I have done stuff like that. But then the person was trash. So
see, that's the problem.
And what happens is, and I'll say this on the two. Let's just be. That's trash people. So if you get a person of quality, there's certain things that's just not going to be lacking to a degree. But you can find somewhere. You know what, he's been doing this, handle this. Let me go ahead and I took care of it. But really, thank you, I appreciate it. And that's different from somebody who lacks integrity, character, balance, financial literacy, bummages. Bummages. You just bummages, but I get it.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like with the
I'm about to be the antagonist. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, if you get the chance to treat your person back if they've been treating you, it's always nice. It's always like a beautiful gesture, and I feel like that just makes the relationship more solid because it's like, okay, I know that if I do these things for you, it's not in vain. Like you'll appreciate it and all those different things. realistically, though, what I've noticed is that a lot of times when you try to do these things for handkerchief head Negroes, I'm taking Eric May's words. It just, I feel like people just take advantage. Like, I feel like the nicer you are in a relationship, the more advantage people take of you, if that makes sense. But like sometimes, like where you see girls and you're like, hey, why is he with this girl? This girl is such a B word. But it's like, sometimes I feel like you really have to kind of be like that a little bit. Because when you're too nice, it's like, that's just my own opinion.
Clean cake. Well, go ahead, Daniel, because you ain't said nothing yet.
I was gonna say like
black man.
50-50 relationship. I don't think I would ever want to be in one, and that's only because it's gonna sound contradictory to most things that I've ever said on the show. I don't really want to work that hard. I'm the type of person that, because of how I am, I don't like things. Like, don't give me nothing. That's not what I want. But at the same time, because I don't celebrate celebratory things, I also don't want to do that. So,
you don't want to do.
I'm just trying to mirror. I'm trying to mirror the actions I want to take. So like, no, I don't want enough for my birthday. No, I don't want enough for this. No, I don't want enough for that. No, I don't buy enough for Christmas because I also don't want to.
But you said that you liked when Quita bought you the sword and stuff like
when
that.
When she buys me swords, that's cool. But I was buying these swords before she had told me that I could not initially. Okay. She had told me that I could not initially. So I stopped because of my relationship. So when she bought me swords that time, yes, I was happy because I wanted to buy me swords.
Gotcha.
On a random. Okay. So yes, don't get me wrong. My wife is a very celebratory person. She wants to celebrate everything. And it's cool, I guess. But, deep down inside, as she knows, I have a deep disdain for it. It's just how I am.
That is 50. That is all the males at this table, including the one that is not here.
That's just how I feel.
I'm not huge on every holiday, but like Christmas for me is like a kid's thing. But like I legit buy gifts for like my niece and nephew and my dad. But like my dad, like me and my sisters are kind of like, if you want to do anything for us, send the cash app. Like it's because that's where we are in real life. Like, so Christmas is not huge for me, but like Thanksgiving for me is a burden because I have to cook. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. But like the only day I really celebrate hard, the only day I really celebrate hard is my birthday. That's the only time that I go hard, because that's the one day that I can choose to actually celebrate me, because I celebrate other people so much.
Watch how petty I'm about to be.
This sounds bad, but like I don't want my birthday celebrated, and like my wife, she celebrates her own birthday. So like it keep me from not having to celebrate her birthday because she'll celebrate her own. So it's like,
so
cool,
I don't,
for me,
for Christmas.
You need money early. I give you like $100 in like March, because the closer we get to June, the less I'm going to want to do this. So like, it's okay. I'm just saying. I
get you. Listen,
your honesty is very interesting.
And for myself, I love Jesus. I do. I'm not really.
This is about to go left.
Well, you have to preference how much you love the Lord first.
I love Jesus, and I celebrate Him, and I don't necessarily. I'm Christmas. Don't put pressure on my heart. Valid, and you will celebrate
Jesus
the birth
was
of
technically
Jesus.
born in the fall,
right? But I can celebrate Jesus for you. This is Jesus. I'm not Jesus. You gotta celebrate me. I've grown up with simplicity for celebrations of birthdays. Here's a cupcake. Here's a piece of cake. Here's a morning happy birthday, and we move on. And we appreciate you. And we may go to movies or something like that. That is enough.
School of my birthday, so.
And for me to like big, huge, I'm not press. My wife, on the other hand, everyone. How you just, because Father's Day is just like last Saturday. Mother's Day, I love y'all. I just don't subscribe to these man-made holidays.
I'll be at church. I'm hug everybody.
Everybody get a little side hug.
I feel like it's like for me, it's more of like I grew up in poverty.
Mhm.
So I feel like, the holidays before we became really poor, I guess, when we were at middle class at one point, and holidays are super important, and we got all these gifts and all this stuff. Like I just went through a lot. So like a lot of times, like I hate to just down the mood real quick.
No, shut it down.
But like, the person that was in my mom's life, who was also in me and my brother's life and stuff like that, like they were abusive. So all that stuff ended up getting thrown in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? So like anytime anything special happened, like all that stuff will be gone. So
Got you.
like holidays were like it meant something, but then they didn't because at the end of the day the stuff would be gone.
I get it because my
you know what my wife do? She buy all the stuff and then she like put it on layaway, and then like a couple of days before it just be in my house.
I bought gifts one Christmas, and I did. I was very proud of myself. I had a little money in my pocket. I was out here, a little pimping, a little like tricking, and
Not pimping and tripping.
and I bought gifts. I bought like guitars. I bought stuff. I was just like,
You was going crazy.
too crazy. And then I went to go visit these people. I said, the guitar broken and shattered. I said, oh, the certificate's still on the table. Also, I'll give myself back. I said, start grinching it out. Let me get myself back. Let me get my stuff. And I was after that.
I stopped wanting to celebrate Christmas after Peaches' transition because Peaches made Christmas. Like Peaches was just like, we had dinner. Are your friends coming over for food? And I'm like, they got families, and they would come over for food. So like, she would put plates aside for my friends. She'd be like, oh, I made them this pumpkin pound cake. Why? Like, if you feed them, they'll never leave. And it was like every holiday. I got this pumpkin pie. Give a piece to Frank. Give a piece to Dan.
I do. I definitely do. I do the food portion of celebratories. July 4th, I'll be there. Christmas, Thanksgiving, I'll be there. To consume the food. This is not about. This is the reason for me to consume a diversity of the same sugars. It's just sugars in different formats. But that's what I go. The same reason why I go to the Super Bowl. I felt you
For the pizza.
I'm going with a food experience. Okay, it's not for the game.
Perfect stage, just because black people just can't help themselves.
Yeah, I would say
I'm not random. So sorry, I'm kind of today. Either I am or somebody will have a spades lesson tutorial. Yeah. Just to break down give you the safety net to play the game first before the aggression. Like it's gonna gradually go friendly game, less friendly, aggressive, more aggressive, serious, no play.
Like I understand the concept of spades, but my dyslexia will get me beat up because you renege and black people become niggas. Like they flipping tables, they calling you everything but a child of God, and you just finished praying for them. Like it's
because you set me back. You set us back. This is a cultural appropriation game. What you did, black person, you went back to it, but we came out of. Therefore, we done lost.
So I won't. Uno.
But I'll tell you, that's why you want the friendlier game.
Uno is dangerous, man.
You've reneged.
Uno make you want to not like it
again. Next table. All right, now.
You gotta find the right person,
right?
Because there's some people that just
they feel like spades is like the black. Like if you're not black, if you don't play spades.
I have no idea how to play spades.
I didn't grow up in a house with cards. I grew up in a house with a bar in my basement. Like I had to,
y'all drinks on y'all
right. I was a mixologist at 8. Like
we used to pretend like we knew what we was doing at the table. We had the deck of cards, eating hot dogs and macaroni and cheese, and just throwing out bam, boom. Like,
yeah.
We used to play Crazy Eights and I Declare War. What is it?
I used to play I Declare War. I used to play Speed.
Speed, yes.
But then when I got older, I learned that there are games like Speed, like this game that John taught me. I guess it's a game from Jersey that they play in prison. It's called Palace, but like you play like Speed, like it's a fast-paced kind of game.
There's a joint that I learned in my job from the prison folks called Casino, and it's not Casino like I thought.
Right.
It's like, oh, this is a hook. This is okay. All right.
I'll just be like, meet me at the Uno table.
Yeah, the Uno table.
Say less.
So, listen, y'all, it's going down this morning. When we get back, we get into some church mess right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here in Jack Faith Hope Club. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, a.k.a. D-Belly, a.k.a. your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're like in the Big Frank in the morning. Do me a favor, go grab you a cup of Mother's cup of lemon juice, and I think somebody said coffee grind. Somebody on TikTok. It's easy way to reduce a little bit. Yeah, take a little shot of this, a little shot of that.
They should take in apple cider vinegar, like a teaspoon.
Yeah, also
Each
crack.
morning.
Crack is a great reduction of body fat.
I said, look, wait. I said, I was thinking about this morning. Don't ask me why. But I was like, man, so you know what? I always do this. I'm going to stop smoking weed. Just because I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like my life comes together a little bit better when I stop smoking. Which it could be because I'm like distracted and high or whatever. And I'd be having the munchies like crazy. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop smoking weed. It's like, man, it's like I couldn't even do other drugs if I wanted to. Cause how do you even get those drugs? Hi, yes, sir. Do you have one ounce?
No, I never forget. I didn't almost do it correctly, but
drugs come to you.
They know. I did a show in Buffalo at Skateland on Ferry, and I was doing the D at the time, impersonating. Apparently, I was doing drag. And you translated that, right? Technically,
Technically, it was, but
side note to a side note, okay? And that's why I was like, my kids will be so embarrassed. Oh yeah, my mom said she knew your dad, and he was wearing a dress. He was just out here dragging, like Yes,
okay, he was playing Medea.
Valid,
Stop
valid.
being over dramatic. Tyler did it and made millions,
valid.
billions.
I'm on my way.
Relax.
I'm about a million short. But this man asked me, "Oh, you want to go for another show?" And I'm like, "You want to go out there and do another second round?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. They only paid for whatever." But in this dollar bill was coquina. I said, "Oh no, sir, not me. I don't need that kind of snow in my life. I'm already frigid. I don't need So drugs definitely will come to you.
They know they will come.
No, I've had experiences.
You just gotta put it out there.
But I'm just thinking, like, cause like I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes I've just been thinking, like, how did this,
like who was just like,
like when
well,
you
it
just
started
go
with opium
to.
and moved its way down.
yeah, you know, I've been watching
High quality stuff there.
I've been watching of Harlem and talk about
Getting addicted to some opium.
and the whole chain, the whole
And then I've been thinking to myself, like, how do they?
government.
I have trouble having money without any drug problems. But how does a person with drug problems?
Because
Seems like they never have money problems. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, because they panhandle.
It's because
Like-
they are chasing the bag.
Valid.
No, what
They chasing the
What
bag.
was it? I think it was a show where Frank said it. He was like, people that do drugs is never broke. He was like, because they are always hustling. I was like, they hustle 24/7.
You know,
But their inhibitions are out the window. So at this point, whatever it takes to get the hit.
And we don't like what happens if you
put crackhead mentality
if you
to your
put a
stuff.
crackhead let's
I'm not gonna be in nobody alleyway for this business.
but if you because to every person that they ask, let me get $1, let me get $1. This is all they do. Let me get $1, let me get some whole. And for the 10 people that say no, But for anybody that's gonna drop $50, I'm asking. Let me get $1. I'm asking the same question to the same people, and even if you tell me no, it's cool. I'm going on to the next. So somebody's gonna get it. By the end of the day, I'm gonna have more than enough to get this fixed, and a couple of them. That's why people be on the corners, fake homelessness and fake holding up signs with a car in the Bentley on the corner, talking about, oh, we good because I to make $200 today.
Trying to get $200.
But we took that same marketing mindset. Look at me being like that person. Marketing mindset, and just start talking to people about what we do. You'll come and support. No. All right, I'll take these 15 no's to get these 45 yeses. To okay, all right, let's go. This ain't about my feelings and my emotions. Your no is just a no. I'm moving on to the next. But
because these homeless people are not really be homeless. How you got a Cash App and you homeless? You gotta have a bank account.
I've never seen a homeless person like, yeah, man, hit me up on. Yo,
they exist. Trust me.
That seems like something that
I'm like, I don't have no cash on me. Oh, I take Cash App and Zelle. You have a bank account. So explain to me.
I take Cash App
because it's all online. Like,
they only take $5.
All it takes is a child. All it takes is a chase. All it takes is somebody to set you up somewhere. It's not because I said, if you're part of my family, you're my cousin. I know you're struggling, but I need money to you on occasions. I set you up a Cash App. Now you can take the Cash App to the Cash App. This man, okay. I'm snitching now. I was on Delavan Grider at the gas station. Man walked up to me. Oh my God, I need some food for me and my family. We're hungry. Family's already looking all sad and simple. So all right, I'm wise. Let's walk over to McDonald's. So I put the order in. So I go to walk out. Some said go back. You got to return the ticket for. I said, don't give that. I was real loud. Don't give that man nothing. Nothing. Give him that hamburger. They're gonna eat today. I said, okay. Then he came back again. I said, you don't remember me, do you? He said, no. No.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
That's funny.
Nothing. This
Not
is
trying to take the ticket back.
And when they know that McDonald's don't issue refunds for nothing, they will remake your stuff 85 times. They will not give you a refund.
That is wild. All right, let's get into. We got a hot topic.
We got a church mess.
Church mess.
Yeah, we have one because that's all we need. Because this guy is steady doing too much.
For our iniquity. Do you hear what I'm saying? Isaiah 53:5. But he was wounded for our transaction. He was bruised for our iniquity. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I have a question.
But he was wounded for our transaction.
I have a question. What is iniquity? That's what I want to know.
It's for the nigga.
What is an iniquity? Andrew Codwell, please tell me what iniquity
But
is.
he a little tapped in. Because when you get verse, but when he read, but that word transaction, he was bruised for my transactions. He
said transgressors.
No, he said trans. I thought he said
transaction.
Hold on. Let's listen to it again.
Oh man.
He was wounded for our transaction.
Transactions.
He was bruised for our iniquity.
And our iniquities. Transactions and this is why you have to watch who you watch.
This is why the translations across all the different Bibles. I imagine they were reading it and they're like, no, it said this way. No, it said this way. Fine, we'll
this is Codwell language.
Right, that's it.
He has his own language. This is very much Codwell. And for me, it's not even messy. It's just funny to me because like he has actually had a preaching platform before. And I was like, they booked him just to laugh. Like I know they weren't like, yo, this man gonna have deep revelation. Like they were just like, it's Comedy Sunday.
Not comedy.
And we just gonna bring in Codwell. And he was like, I got a preaching engagement. And they were laughing the whole time. I just know. He's consistently hilarious because he's consistently trying to convince people that he is straight when we all know he is not.
I am delivered.
Yeah.
He tried to holler at Kim K, and Kim, even Kim was like, "No, look, that's the first black man Kim Kardashian has ever turned down." Like, no.
Transjactions
and iniquity.
You gotta Google it. Let the text read to you first. Okay?
You know,
Before you get
My
the
thing is,
Sometimes
the
when
Bible
I
app read the words to you. You ain't gotta read them for yourself.
I know, but sometimes when you read the Bible, because some of the words are hard to pronounce,
the
right?
names are hard.
Niggerty is not in the Bible.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
It's iniquity.
That's how I know God is black. Based off the names alone. Like for me, the only difficulty I have is the names sometimes.
Yeah. Certain names.
Certain names
like,
just
what?
be like, God, you
name
made
a
this
place.
up.
Like, where?
The names don't match because one person have a real hard name, and then it's like, then the next person be like, and this person id. Yo, I need you to have some consistency. Like,
well, that goes into the whole fact of there's a lot of things going on. Not saying that the Bible is incorrect or nothing like that, but if you think about names and places and stuff like that, and think about where continent these things are,
a lot of things
some
with the Bible
don't make sense.
is just the place in which they are at. Some certain names in certain places they just hard to say, and then some things is in some people got Hebrew names like John, Daniel. You know what I mean? Who yes, there's other ways to say them, but
And other people got names
like
like Kush.
but
like,
those names mean something specifically.
Like,
you know,
you can look about in a minute.
right? And then you got people, Cushites, Hittites, and all them ites. You know what I'm saying? Who names is all those other things. And then you got people that's just straight Arabian, and they just got other names.
it's a cultural situation.
I mean,
But
you know which ones? You know which ones is the Jewish people? You know which ones ain't the Jewish people?
Huh?
I said for our iniquities. I was trying to say it the wrong way, but I couldn't.
iniquities.
I forgot what it was.
Socrates.
Yeah.
I feel like too. That's another thing too. I don't know if y'all ever like in school when people would pronounce it well.
Pronounce your name.
Maybe not the three of y'all. No offense.
Because clearly, Frank.
Frank, Daniel,
My middle name has been destroyed many a time.
Okay. So you understand, but in like school, it's like how you can't pronounce my name, but you can pronounce razzmatazz.
Ain't that like a ski?
Yeah.
Wazowski, Mamowski,
But you can't say Diaja.
White people who know how to say white people names.
Because like one of my high school friends, her last name was Belkowski. God, they got it right every time. Murdered. My middle name is 5 letters. I've been called Shari, Sherry, Sharishi. I'm like, there ain't even no. It's.
I just
sounds not even in this book.
Right, like Shari. I don't. Two syllables. Shari. I don't get it.
I get it. Because, they say my brother's name wrong all the time. His name is DeMilo, spelled how it sounds.
It really is.
DeMilo. And be called D'Amelio, all types of stuff. And I'm like, where's y'all getting this from?
Yeah, man, they've called me. I had somebody call me Deborah before when I had a name tag that said Diasha. Looked me dead in my eyes, looked at my name tag, looked at me, and said, "Thank you so much for your help, Deborah." I was just like,
"No problem, Karen."
You're welcome. Yeah, but come on.
No,
I mean,
I'd be like, "You're welcome, Karen."
Yeah, it's just like,
they gave up on your name.
They just said, forget it. I was just about to give her a whole new name with letters that don't even exist in her name in the first place. So,
but yeah, so that's what I had for Christmas, and
that was our Transjactions
and our iniquities.
Well, listen, y'all, we're going down this morning. We're going to get back. When we get back, we're going to get into hot topics and our final thought. Don't go nowhere. It's going down 5-7-1-6 with Frank in the morning.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at Not Just Menthol.
Kingdom Love Outreach Ministry presents Where Are Thy Kingsmen? Men of Valor, Saturday, June 24th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 1800 Clinton Street in the city of Buffalo, New York. The visionary evangelist Angela Miller. Hosted by Pastor Bertha Brinson. Worship psalmist Nia Badger. Speakers, Pastor Alan R. Core, Elder Frank Hanley, and Minister Malik Fuller. Tickets are $30. Food, gifts, prizes. For more information, contact 609-5988. Fire 716, your brother Frank. You locked in the Big Frank in the morning. It's D Money Mac, Jay Sheree,
In the building.
Daniel the Dark Knight. Listen, get ready to get to the hot topic. Something about Neuralink. What's that mean?
So let me scroll to it. The FDA has approved Elon Musk's brain chip company called Neuralink to launch its first human clinical study. So the brain chip goes right behind your ear and it goes right into your brain. Can you say biblical stuff? But no, the chipping situation is the way of tracking, and it's going to be the way of purchase as well.
So, what I was going to say about the Neuralink is I'm pretty sure, I know that it's two separate names, but I think they're connected. Is you remember when there was all those videos coming out of like looked like a UFO type of situation out in California. It was like all these, it looked like stars in a sense. That was Elon Musk's Starlink. So, I'm thinking that the chip and the Starlink and all that is all connected. And then even with the AI, because now AI can read your brainwaves and type out what you're thinking. I think it's all connected. And Apple just came out, side note, with these glasses for virtual reality. That's like, yes, but it's like they're trying to take it a step further. So I feel like all these things are connected, and at some point, you're gonna have to, be connected like this, just like how we have cell phones. It's probably gonna be like, oh, you need to have your brain chip, and you need to be registered to the metaverse. And,
I'm probably not gonna be here for that.
We
gonna be gone. Just saying, we gonna be gone before.
me a bunker.
I mean, the way that technology is advancing, I wouldn't be surprised if this was something that happened in the next 5 years, because everything's doubling in time. So just the amount of time from the industrial age to the technology age on it's like.
I mean, because there are in different countries they're already chipping people. So
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, they chip their dogs.
Yeah.
So
I eat my chips too.
You're aggravating.
Oh God, this ain't nothing new. They just bring the tip. The next experience of black men. What they do is people who got like high money get the experience, and then we get it. That makes sense.
No, you're right. You're right. People who are rich, they get to. A lot of the technology has already been out.
Absolutely.
Especially with the military. Like, this probably has already been out for 10 years with the military before they release it to the public and be like, okay, now the public is going to be able to use this. Yeah.
So, congratulations to Amari McQueen. He's an 11-year-old chef who is the CEO of his own plant-based restaurant. So, go for it, young man.
Congratulations, black man, kid. But it pisses me off because it's be like, dang, where is my parents at? Why did they set me up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why didn't y'all set me up? Where's my truck?
You know what I mean?
Okay. Wow, that just went from real positive to real negative. It's okay. Dionne Warwick has shaded Toni Braxton and Mariah Carey, saying that she never considered them to be icons at all in her eyes. Dionne being a legend, I will say this. She did say what she said. Now, I disagree only on one person, and that's Mariah Carey. Toni Braxton is definitely notable in her genre in her time. But Mariah Carey legit is definitely on icon status. Like, I hate to say it this way, she's not on Beyonce icon status, but for our generation, she is on icon status.
So the thing is, I think the reason why Dionne, this is just my speculation. I think the reason why Dionne Warwick would say that is because the way that Dionne got into the music industry and stuff like that was like hard work. She put in the work, whereas Mariah Carey, she put in other kind of work, and she put in work with what's his name? What was the executive producer? that she got with because she was a dancer for In Living Color.
No, that's Jay.
Okay,
That's
wrong
Jay
person.
Lopez.
She was okay, but she was also a dancer. But she was,
You showing real you showing the signs of I don't know the difference. Y'all looking like
no, my bad. Oh, she was a dancer also though, right? I'm pretty sure she was
that's
a dancer.
Sparkle, the movie.
Okay.
Why are you
Well,
doing
long
this?
story short, she ended up just getting with I can't think of his
Jermaine
name.
Dupri.
No.
Jazzy
No.
Jazz.
I can't think of his name, but he was a executive producer. Like he's like the head of like the music company. And who did she get married to? You know what I'm talking about, right? Mariah Carey. She was married to before Nick Cannon.
We don't really.
You don't know because she's not important. So that's what I'm trying to say. You have to get back. So like,
But the only difference with Mariah Carey, outside of being married to Nick Cannon, she has always been very private about her private life as well. She's not one of those people that has kind of put her business out there like that. Like,
yes. Tommy Mottola. Thank you, Tommy Mottola.
oh, the guy who orchestrated Michael Jackson's murder. Yeah.
Tommy, yes, he was married, and then I'm pretty sure she was doing the side chick thing. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. And then she became a main chick situation. She didn't know how.
Oh, she pulled a
how
Camilla.
terrible he was as a person. And I feel like that's probably why, because Dion comes from an old school train of thought.
And Dion and Sissy Houston, like they were cousins. So like she had a foot into the industry anyway. Because Sissy Houston was out here doing her due diligence. Toni Braxton she's well known in her music. She didn't make icon status because Toni at one point was like, forget this, I'm gonna just live my best life. And she stopped doing music for a while. She came around like Boyz II Men every 12 years.
Yeah. Now you call it Birdman. Oh, rather. No, for sure.
So she wasn't, but I do believe that Mariah Carey in her own right.
You know, Mariah, me and Mariah go back to like babies and past. So, you know.
No, I mean Mariah Carey. I feel like she's up there. I don't think that what Deanna said is.
Well, Toni Braxton, I agree with Mariah.
That's why I just said Mariah.
so Anita Baker sees something.
But I mean, that's the industry anyway. Because like they out here, people think a lot of these people made all their music. Like even Whitney Houston got mad songs from R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly.
You're not saying him? You know what? Don't give me that. And it makes sense because they both sing like.
Don't ever do Anita like that. Don't do Auntie Nita like that. She wasn't. Auntie Nita was not unbreaking no hearts. Okay, Auntie Nita was the most accountable woman on earth.
Oh, come on, Maya. I was a fan of Maya. Maya was my little fake girlfriend.
And at one point, she was somebody else's girlfriend.
You know, that's
Another
why
female.
That's why you go. That's why you go to Pride.
Oh yeah, like no, because she used to frequent Rochester because I had a girlfriend in Rochester and she frequent the club there. So she had a girlfriend at one point.
That's why they go to Pride.
I mean, she's married to a guy and herself right now. So she married herself first, then she married a guy now.
Do you get extra benefits if you marry yourself? You know what I'm saying?
But Maya stole that from Queen Latifah because Queen Latifah married herself first.
You know
so
what?
that's the precursor to changing it?
Wow.
Valid. Listen, we get ready to our final thought. What's your word of wisdom for the people?
My word of wisdom is marry yourself.
Because who else gonna marry you?
Right.
If you won't marry yourself, who else gonna marry you?
No, and my second thought is do 50-50 because in this economy, how can somebody pay all the bills for you?
because then they gotta work double jobs and they be going all day.
Yeah.
And that's what they gotta take.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you always know. Valid. What you words of wisdom, Jay Sharif?
Learn to love yourself. Like seriously, learn to love yourself and be accountable in your relationship. Sometimes it is you. Just saying.
Word of wisdom I got is
Don't be doing Auntie Nita like that. Don't do Auntie Nita like that. Don't be coming for Auntie Nita. She been through a lot. That's Tony.
That one. Must have been again for y'all. Never mind. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
so I internalized that as to never hype myself. That's not what.
Same.
I'm not telling you that.
Be holy and humble.
I'm gonna say, unrain my heart, say you love me again. Listen, don't put your heart in somebody else's hands. Make the changes, make the adjustments, and don't look for somebody else to unbreak your heart. Yeah, I got you. All right, y'all. We'll be back. See y'all. Peace.